Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. The Third Pick Podcast, man. We are here. Bulls win. Huge fucking victory, man. I don't even know the score right now. I'm so fucking
114 to
hyped up.
110.
114 to 110, man. I had to drop the victory cat tonight. You know what I'm saying? To let niggas know we back.
Oh, I had to drop the trophy pick tonight. I had to. It's championship.
Man, this is just, I just want to get like initial thoughts, as we wait for people to, get in here. You know what I'm saying? This was a game right here, man, where, there's some things we can nitpick on, later on in, the show. But this team showed fight. This is what we've been asking for them to do really since the whole All-Star break. Show some goddamn fight.
I mean,
know what I'm saying?
They didn't really. The only thing they did different in game 2 was execute.
Yeah.
We talked about that at the end of game 1. Like the game plan that Billy Donovan laid out, I think he did. He's 2 for 2 with me in these playoffs this year, which is the only thing I can judge him on. He's 2 for 2. I think he put them in an excellent position to win. He took guys out when he needed to. He played the guys he needed to play who was hot. Like we talked about in the last episode when we, the post game. The only thing the players did was exactly what me and you said, Scott. They executed. It's only so much Billy Donovan can do before the players have to just make the shots and be players. So it's like they did that tonight perfectly. Like I don't even know what to say, to be honest.
This is what I love about I wanted to do this is why I want to do the post game so we can get immediate reactions. Not a couple days later. Tomorrow we're gonna actually do third pick.
Yeah,
an actual podcast for y'all. So our thoughts be a little more subdued. But fucking, it's the first playoff win we didn't had in 5 years.
And it's against the champs.
Man, dog, Keith, what you feeling, man? Like, initial thoughts, because you're gonna be at the Madhouse this week, right?
Man, hell yeah, I'll be there Friday. I'm gonna go outside and beat the shit out of homeless persons for no reason. Man, so look, man, I was sitting there and I just feel like Mariano said, you know what I'm saying, Billy coached his ass off today. He actually did something that Steve Nash can't. Yeah. He made adjustment. That's exactly what he did. He went in there and told them motherfuckers like, hey, all y'all mamas some bust downs off 73rd and Stony, and I don't get her to 40 when I'm finished. That's how he was talking to them, man. I loved every bit of that game, man. Yeah. I still didn't like Vucevic taking them threes. But he was knocking them bitches down.
Man, we gotta give it up for Vooch, man.
Give it up for Vooch, man.
Vooch balled out, man.
Man,
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Zach played controlled. Go ahead, Mariano.
We don't need to. And you can get back to your point after this. We don't need to give it up for Vooch because he still took way too many threes. He hit them, but those were the same shots he missed in game 1, and we was like, "Hey, niggas, quit shooting." So Vooch still ain't win another one, and then we can give it up for Vooch. Do it again.
But no, man, Zach, he played real controlled, man. He had a much better shot selection tonight, man.
Yeah,
I was proud of that.
I got some complaints about Zach. We'll get into it. He was acting a real pussy at the end of that game. We're going to get into it. He pissed me off.
I'll let you stick to that, to your light-skinned brother. You can jab him to that. But for me,
he making the light-skinned community look bad, man.
He did his thing, man. And I love the difference in this game was Pat, man. Pat, Pat was focused on his role. He hit them boards. He took timely shots. He didn't take bad shots. I don't even know how many shots he took. He had to take like 7 or 8. But they was good shots, man.
Now. He took 9. He was 5 for 9, 0 for 2 from 3. But he had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Played 32
10 key
minutes.
rebounds, man.
He played 32 minutes, and I think that this was one of those games where you see 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, but his impact on that game is one of those cliche things where it's like it's not going to show up on the stat sheet because he was in key places to affect their offense at certain times where it was like he might not get a block or it's still on his play, but if you watch it, you can see the difference that he made by being out there. If somebody else was out there, maybe that's maybe they attacked him, but with Pat, they got to give him that respect, and you can see it again with his shot selection. It's the confidence. We talked about it in game 1. He just didn't look confident in game 1. Game 2, same scenario. You on the road with the champs. You don't really have nothing to lose. It's all house money since you made the playoffs. So it's like whatever. He just went out there and he looked different. To me, he just looked different. and you know, I love to see it. Love to see
Shout out to Arthur in the comments, man. He said, Bulls MVP, the great wife, true AC. Yo, don't the Lakers miss Alex Caruso?
Oh, they got to be kicking themselves in the head.
Right. If only THT could be like Alex Caruso. Billy Ice said, White Sox sacrifice a doubleheader for this Bulls win. Man, fuck Tony La Russa. I got some words for that nigga, but we ain't get to record our pod today, so I got words for him punting the whole doubleheader. But you're right. They did save Chicago sports because the White Sox lost 2 games. The motherfucking Cubs do what they put on this earth to do, and that's fucking lose. The Blackhawks, I don't even know the score, but I know them niggas lost. So, yes, the Bulls held it down. We have officially have a series now. And honestly, we could be up 2-0. Like, let's just get into it. We could be up 2-0. And the thing I love the most about this game was the way we responded. In third quarter, we were trading haymakers, and they were able to come back. You know what I'm saying?
As expected. Giannis did what the fuck he want. Fucking Tonka truck down the lane. Nobody calling the foul. Just stupid shit. I'm just like, wow.
One of my man texted me about that. He texted me. He was like, "Oh man, like what's going on with this collapse?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Nah, like the lead was this and this that." I said, "Well, we're playing the champs on the road in their house. They have the best player in the league right now. Like they're gonna make a run. Like what? It's not a collapse, bro. This is what they're. We just have to, you know, withstand that kind of storm. We got the talent to do it. We just need to be patient enough to stand in there and do it, and we did. Simple as that."
Yeah.
And shout out to Greg Anthony, man. He was he low key was pulling for us, low key.
No, shout out to the legend Gus Johnson, man. Gus Johnson was he's one of my favorite commentators, and have him doing basketball, help him doing ours, even though he didn't know that DeFrozen was slander. That's not a name we want to roll with.
Yeah, he thought it was a good thing. Yeah,
he thought it was good. DeFrozen was game 1. We got Debo today, and this thing about DeMar, man, you know, and Shot already said last off of the night, by far best Bulls game of the season. Oh yeah, for sure, this playoffs by far.
Yeah, like
you love that fight, and I got to apologize to DeMar. You know, he was driving me fucking insane them last 6 months, dog. I'm so glad there's not a camera in my house. I was losing my shit, bro. Like. I was screaming. I know my neighbors are mad. I was screaming past the goddamn ball, like so fucking much. It's like he was playing go to hell ball, which is what he does, but it worked this time.
Yeah, it did.
But it's just like, oh my god, it was just so many possessions where I felt were kind of slow. But I gotta give it to him. He said he was never gonna go 6 for 25 ever again, and he put up
16 for 31 tonight.
16 for 31.
He still couldn't
points.
hit a 3. Tonight, but I'm not mad at that. I'll tell you the most interesting stat tonight compared to game 1 is you look at our big 3. Total they took 2, 6. They took 14 threes total. All right, but they hit on 4 50%. So we're 50%. The first game we was like we was 4 for 22. DeRozan took 2. Zach and Vooch both took 10, and they hit 2 apiece. Tonight we go 7 out of 14, and it's like you see the
big difference.
You know what I mean? Like you listen. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the results. Again, I still don't want Vooch to just be sitting out there thinking he's paging. I don't want him thinking he's paging.
This is the thing with the Vooch thing. He's getting the shots because the Bucks don't know how to guard a 3-point line. What we're saying after game 1 is he's gonna get them shots, but you got to knock them down. Today he knocked them down. And what I loved about him, he was defensively. You know, I think the whole group did a great job on Giannis. Even though, look, man. I got a problem with the NBA, man. First of all, this playoffs in general, I have never seen so many goddamn foul calls in my entire fucking life.
Ayesha Curry was right, man.
Bro,
I said that Ayesha Curry a couple years ago. She was right, though.
Bro, like the shit I saw in that Boston Brooklyn game earlier today, the shit I was seeing in that Philly fucking Raptors game, it's just
shit. Which game?
All of them. Like, you know, it's just too. Let these dudes play. And this nigga Giannis was getting away with offensive foul after offensive foul. It was like 5 charges in that last 6 minutes.
And they was letting him rock too.
Yeah,
and
like
won
I get he
everything.
MVP, but Jesus, man.
They was letting him rock like a motherfucker tonight.
On the last DeMar shot, the dagger, where was the fucking foul? Where was the fucking foul? That's the shit I want to know.
But like Mariano said, you know, we in Milwaukee, we in their house. They gonna get them calls, man. They gonna get them no calls.
Get them calls on fucking Friday and Sunday. I know that damn much.
And that's hope so. Yeah, that's what experience. When people talk about experience in the playoffs, they don't mean that just because you experience you're gonna win, but they mean experience like you know that it's a different level of foul calling even. So when you get to the playoffs, all that arguing and shit gonna get you a tech. Get you another tech, you out of here. Now the other team got the momentum and shit like that. So for us to keep our poise, I'm proud of the guys on that level, and maybe I got to give credit to our coaching staff for keeping them a little level. Like, listen, we know what it's like to play in these type of, you know what I'm saying? Hey, just relax. They're gonna call some bullshit. Play the game. Do the shit they can't debate. You put the ball in the basket, they can't debate that. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. So I'm proud of how they how they played tonight, because again, we've seen them do this in the regular season where it's like you have a lead, the other team make a comeback, and then you just give up. But tonight they was like, nah, we're not going for that shit.
18-point lead, knocked down to I think it was like 5. No, 5 was a close
like 5. Yeah.
And they swung back, and that's why I love that. And like usually I be talking about how the Bulls like to complain about fouls. Shout out to our super producer Flows in the background, changed the background because we needed that.
Oh, Larry on here. What up, Larry?
So it was good to see them respond, and because that's why I said at halftime we were up like 14 at halftime. I said the run is gonna come. Mm-hmm. Especially in today's game, we saw every game that came on today. The team that had the double-digit lead at halftime lost. Brooklyn smoked it, and so did Toronto. They held it down, and I loved how I didn't see any quit. Giannis was getting to the free throw line. Crowd was going crazy. Aaron Rodgers, bitch ass courtside. That's another reason I'm so glad we couldn't lose that motherfucker sitting courtside. Him and Randall Cobb. I can't stand. I hate him more than Satan himself. So for them to win with that was just fucking amazing to me.
Randall Cobb is one of the most, and I'm not saying this because like they're not our rivals and nothing like that, but Randall Cobb is a super annoying player to play once every like 4 years. So playing that nigga twice a year, I know that was hell. Yeah, because he's one of those annoying guys who will get he'll get the catch that you like, get the fuck out of here. Like he's gonna get the fuck out of here catch like every single time y'all playing the nigga. So I can imagine what the Bulls players probably saw, looking at that nigga. I know they knew what was up. Like, oh, okay.
I still wake up in cold sweats over that 4th and 8 in 2013 when we could have won the division, but whatever. But I see Billy Ice in the comments said the Bulls win fire, but we got to have a discussion on how they treating Zach like the ugly hoe in the Frank group. Now, this goes both ways, though. Now, I do sometimes think DeMar be not looking at Zach or Billy doesn't go through Zach. This nigga Zach got to come from the ball. Like, he was literally sitting in the corner. I need more aggressiveness. Like, and we said this after game 1. He's going to get a $200 million contract.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to step up. And, like, he had an okay game. You know what I'm saying? He had 20 points. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't stick off. He had 16 at halftime. So he only had 4 for the second half. I need more than that, bro. This game would have been a blowout if he showed up like that.
But if you notice, out of all the games, regular season and including these 2 games we done played in the playoffs, once DeMar started cooking, like Zach, he stopped moving. He stopped coming to get the ball.
Yeah.
All that shit once DeMar started cooking. He got to stop doing that, because if you're going to continuously do that, you sign your name on that dotted line for that $200 million, and then you still doing that shit. Once you sign that contract, motherfuckers going to be like, yo.
Yeah, it's too much.
Is he really a max player if he going to do this DeMar cooking every time?
I think that comes with familiarity with playing with DeMar. So it's like he knows, like, okay, I'm not gonna throw DeMar's rhythm off if I start clapping for the ball. Because I think sometimes players, that shit can happen. You do it in the zone. He might could go for 60 tonight, but you didn't clap at him when he was at 32, and now this nigga like, oh shit, like, okay.
I mean, I agree with that, but at the end of remember, in the game, DeMar was missing some shit. That's where it's like, okay, give me the ball. Something's going bad. You know what I'm saying? Give me the ball and play off each other.
Understandable. It's definitely understandable in a year where Zach, like you said, is set to command $200 million. It's like, okay, listen, bro, if we're going to give you this, we're giving you the keys to the franchise moving forward, and you need to be the guy to say, okay, you done missed 2 shots, let me get that. But I think they'll develop that, as they play together. I think that little piece right there is kind of what they're missing while we looking at it and we can't figure it out. Like, fuck, this nigga ain't getting you know what I mean? Like off season, summertime, you go back and look at shit like that, you like, bro, in them type of situations, nigga, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that from you. Like,
yeah. And it's not just Zach. Sometimes the team gets into oh shit, DeMar going and one mode on these niggas. They start watching. There was a lot of that going on. I don't know about y'all. That last 6 minutes felt like an eternity.
Listen, bro, the stoppages.
It was.
I was sitting there looking at the score. Like,
Oh,
man,
hold
please.
on. We got breaking news. Chris
What happened?
Middleton has a sprained MCL. That changes a lot.
Yeah,
That changes a lot.
that changed a lot in this game too, because at the point where he got hurt, that was a huge blow momentum wise. Like, oh shit, we don't even have this nigga down. You know, it's a 4-point game. You think about that, we won the game by 4 points. You know what I mean? Like, it was that just go to show you, like, it could have went the other way very quickly. Now we go
Hey,
back.
can I get a hot take off?
Go ahead.
Hey, so if he got a sprained MCL,
He's done.
could we win this series?
We got a shot, bro. I hate to say it, and this means I'm finna get my hopes up. We got a shot, bro. We have a shot, bro. I'm looking for the appropriate gift here.
All right,
we have a shot.
Okay.
Hey, just know I'm wearing a headband Friday.
Look, Mariano trying to talk us down.
No, I'm not.
Mariano, you real cool
No,
today.
I'm about to tell you.
Real cool. You ain't said nothing about no ATs or nothing today.
I'm about to tell you why.
Okay.
I don't want to turn back into, like, I just got done watching The Batman on HBO Max, right? Like, that movie is
great.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this guy that's saying fuck the Bucks. Like, I'm gonna say that, but I don't want to be the guy to be saying like, nigga, we about to win. Because when I say that, I'm gonna start believing it, and I'm gonna start.
I didn't say we about to win. I said we have a shot.
We got a shot.
I said me.
Oh,
because when I look at this and say we got a shot, I'm gonna say we gonna win this motherfucker. Now you fuck around and we win game 3. It's gonna be a different me.
Hey man, look, can we talk about? But before we get to Billy, I want to get to Billy's question in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But what's it gonna be like in the Madhouse on Friday, bro? I am so mad that I won't be there,
bro. Listen, it would have been different had we won. Coming back 1-1 is one thing. Coming back 1-1 after you just won the game prior to coming home is a completely different ball game.
Yeah, man.
So going there with those fans that's right next door, that's like, oh, we got these niggas. In the same way that you just reacted, Keith, to the news about Chris Middleton, imagine what the fans is thinking right now. You coming into Chicago, we know we got a talented team. We know that, you know, any given night we can beat whoever, and you without your second best guy. That shit gonna be listen. Them niggas ain't gonna be able to get a play. They're not gonna be able to communicate their calls from play one. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
my God.
I just hope the referees show us some love, man. That's what I want. You know, I'm publicly saying that. Show us some love. Fuck it. They got love over there in Milwaukee. Show them how.
Show me some love, B.
Show me something.
Hey, these motherfuckers already hit my inbox about a ticket.
Now I'm finna hit Mike. I know you know Pillars. What's up with the Pillar Suite?
Hey, man.
But let's talk about Billy. I said after them statements in this game, y'all think it's a turning point for Pat. What y'all think about that?
Yeah,
I think so, man. I mean, you know, this is where what's the saying goes? Pressure bust pipes and the pressure turn to diamonds or some shit like that. I forget right now because I'm so excited. But yeah, man, I think this is a moment, man. You know, this is where you find out what kind of player you got. You know, everybody been saying this all season. Y'all been saying. I think everybody been saying this all season. You know, we want to see what we got in Pat. You know, with him being hurt, we haven't got a chance to really see that. You know what we got in Ayo, but we have yet to see what we got in Pat. So this is definitely the time to, for him to earn his keep, man. For sure.
It's a huge boost for his confidence. I think, like I said, I think his confidence was up the entire game, just watching him, just body language, his facial expression, you know what I mean? Which usually doesn't necessarily change, but you can like tonight for me, it just looked like he was a little more comfortable out there. And we're on the road. You gotta remember that. That's huge. We're on the road. Hostile territory. It's the champ still.
With a stat that Charles Barkley would not let us forget. We haven't won in Pfizer's form. Really, we haven't won. Pfizer form won there in 2017.
I was about to say,
So we've never won in Pfizer form.
Right.
And we haven't won in Milwaukee since the day after Christmas in 2017.
Yeah. Yep. So you look at that. and we get a W going back home in a game where all he did was show what we've been asking him to do. Just be a little more aggressive, take those shots, stop being so passive. All he did was that. That's the reason why we didn't have too many adjustments like in our heads, like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that. We just need to play our brand of basketball and execute. And we did exactly that tonight. I mean, shit, dog. Game, like, listen, man. Okay. You let us go. I'll tell you this. Let us go back to Milwaukee up 3-1 if you want to.
You know what he kind of reminded me of today? He kind of reminded me of when the Spurs seen what they had in Kawhi. Once you started like seeing him rebound, and you're like, oh, this motherfucker can shoot a little bit. Oh, he got deep. That's kind of what he reminded me of tonight. I ain't gonna put too much more on that sandwich, but that's kind of what he reminded me of tonight. Just a little bit. I'm gonna just stop right there because I don't want to get my hopes up.
This is what I say about Pat, man. It was a great game, and the biggest thing we've been asking for Pat since he's been drafted, really. Show some aggression. Stop being so passive. And he did that. And I'm talking about from the jump. And I was a little scared when I read the pregame comment. He said, I wake up the same time as Giannis. I bleed the same way. He good player, but he ain't God. And I was like, well, Giannis gonna send this nigga to the upper room.
And that first cut, he flushed his ass too.
Yeah, he did. But he bounced back. He played a great game. Now, of course, Giannis is Giannis. He's gonna get his. Giannis finished with 33 points, but they played great defense on him. You're not gonna stop the best player in the NBA. That's exactly what Giannis is. Yeah. Especially after KD put that fucking, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Oh man!
Remember that scene against Space Jam? Where the Monster sucked the powers out. That's what the Celtics did to KD today.
Shout out to my man Tom Haberstroh. That's my brother. That's my white brother.
Shout out to Haberstroh. Yeah.
He put up a stat and he said for the first time in KD's career, he went 0 for in the second half, bro. He went 0 for 10 in the second half. He didn't hit anything. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he looked washed. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I saw that crossover coming every time he's getting ready to do it. Yeah. I've been seeing this shit since 2007. I'm like, oh, here it comes.
It was nasty. But just to kind of get back into the Bulls, like my whole thing about them is like to make a statement like that takes some irrational confidence. To talk that way about the reigning MVP, champion, Finals MVP, all of that, and I'm the biggest fan of irrational confidence because most of the people who we know and love for whatever they do, celebrity, music, whatever. Irrational confidence got them there. They had to believe that they was the best ever, even if they wasn't. Even if they was mediocre, they had to.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of those statements that shows you, like, he got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he ain't God, nigga. Like, what? I'm here. And it's like sometimes that nigga, he look like it out there on that court, but shit, I still gotta go play him. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna believe what the fans believe? I can't. I wouldn't be able to compete with him. Pat wouldn't be able to go out there and compete with him if he bought into the shit the way the fans do. So I love to hear that from the young boy. I love to see it translate to the court as well because saying it is one thing. Going on the court and backing that shit up and leaving with a W is another thing. This is not a game that we could have walked away with a moral victory. I wouldn't have accepted it.
And let's give a shout out to the Bulls fans, man. Held it down. Like it was United in the North, bro. You know how we get down every time we come out there. Every time even when the Cubs play the Brewers, it sounds like Wrigley Field. When the White Sox played the Brewers last year,
it's right there.
It's right there. The White Sox played the Brewers last year. It sounded like guaranteed Wrigley Field. Like Chicago fans will make that hour and a half trip, and I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen on Friday. Now I know Mariano's almost 1 a.m. out there on the East Coast. We gonna wrap this up a little bit.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
We'll
the Bulls won tonight. I'm in the great. If the Bulls would have lost tonight, y'all niggas wouldn't have had me for.
I'll be real. I was like, bro, I don't know if I can do this if we lose tonight. Like, I'm too engaged.
I was watching that score, and I was like, man, what I'm about to tell this nigga Scott? I'm gonna tell this nigga. I'm gonna tell this nigga I gotta go to the bada bing real quick. Something came up. Seal couldn't, you know what I mean? I gotta go.
You gotta sit there, watch them stiff-breasted strippers that they had on fucking Sopranos. Shout out to fucking Dr. Miami, nigga, because them fucking fake tits they had back in the early 2000s. Sad.
It was only like 2 on the whole show that had anything to talk about. Where he was looking she was okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The bottom bang, that nigga just didn't want to be in the house with Carm. That's all that was. But I was like,
I got a real hot take about Carm too. But
you can let it off right here. Fuck it.
Listen, it took me to get much older
You gonna say what my brother said? All right.
It took me to get much older to really realize just how much I would have.
We got Carmelo Soprano thirst, man.
Because I be watching it now, like, God.
Man, look, the only Meadow Soprano is the only one that I love then and now.
Oh no, Charmaine.
Yeah.
You better not play with Charmaine name like that, boy. What?
Billy, I said love the post game, guys. Scott, big congrats on the weight loss. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad you see.
Yeah, Slim.
I'm 54 pounds down, dog. We gonna keep it going.
My nigga,
keep that shit going, boy.
We gonna keep it going, man. But let's talk about as we wrap this up, what the Bulls need to do in Game 3, because now the tide is changing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that Middleton, either he's probably out for the series. Let's keep it like sprained himself. Yeah. He's probably cooked for the series. But they still have Giannis. They still have Drew. This is still a battle tested team. They not the champions for any reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hardest team to knock out is the fucking champion. So now,
Scott, man,
what I do?
Nigga said,
"Are you talking about my last tweet?"
Hey, man.
But I said, you talking about the Chris Middleton tweet?
Yeah.
Oh, I said, basically, for those of you who didn't see it, I said, prayers up to Chris. You never want to see nobody hurt. We got to put these niggas in the dirt now. That's true. That's true. You got to capitalize.
No. But you gotta peep from my standpoint. Is prayers up for Chris. You never want to see somebody hurt. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm about to tweet something out too. Scott inspired me. The nigga said, but we gotta put these niggas in.
Hey, man, it's the playoffs, G. Look, it's the playoffs, G. Did anybody have any, feel any less when fucking Kawhi went down last year?
Niggas
was like,
niggas don't even care about Devin Booker. They said he shouldn't have touched the baby. They blame the baby. They said that nigga shouldn't have dapped that baby.
Nigga said the baby put the hex on him.
Nigga, I thought I missed something.
You think New Orleans feels bad? No. All I'm saying is you have an opportunity now.
Yeah.
And now this is why I'm interested to see how the Bulls react, because now you're at home. You're at home for 2 games. You have an opportunity to take a hold of this series. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too confident because Chris Middleton's not gonna play.
True.
You got to go out there. You got to win the fucking
Still got to
game.
play against Drew. Still got to play against Giannis. Still got to play against Brook Lopez. Bobby Portis.
If you think Giannis is going to surrender his crown and what will be a big upset, you got another thing coming. You got to take it from these niggas. So I want to see how they come out in Game 3. That's what I want to see.
They can't get comfortable. And seeing how that they adjusted from Game 1 to Game 2, I don't think they should adjust too much for Game 3 since they were so successful in Game 2, because if you adjust too much, that's when you lose it. Yeah. So I think they need the adjustments that they made for this game. I think they need to stay with that same game plan, but kind of make like a small tweak here and there. But I think that same game plan that they had for tonight, you need to take that over into Game 3 and pretend Chris Middleton is still out there and keep Sade cherish the day playing in the motherfucking locker room, because that's how they played today.
That's
man.
what they be playing. That's what
they had to play that shit today. G. They looked like a veteran ball club tonight, man.
They did.
For real.
And to even take it a step further than that, act like Chris Middleton, that shit never happened. Don't come in here acting like you just won either. Like, you can keep the momentum, let that carry you into, okay, we doing some positive things. Let's build on it. Yeah. But don't let that shit make you so complacent to the point where you think that there's nothing you can improve on. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I remember listening to Shannon Sharp talk about that, where he was like, one of his old coaches put him in the office after a win. And he was like, we won. He's like, yeah, but you think you was perfect because we won? Nah, like we still got shit to work on. we just won today, but you still got shit to work on. I hope Billy Donovan is doing that. I hope we're not getting too high on that W, because that shit can come down real quick. These are still the champs. Let's not act like they aren't. Like
I think DeMar gonna stay on them, man. I think DeMar gonna stay on them, keep them even killed, man, so they don't get too high and get too low.
Absolutely.
I think DeMar gonna stay on.
You have to take advantage of opportunities like this, whether it's injury or suspension. You think that the Cavaliers have any feel bad about Draymond not playing Game 5? Hell fucking no. You think the Warriors feel bad about Kyrie missing the rest of the NBA Finals? Hell no. You got to take advantage of this shit.
Nigga, you think the Lakers feel bad about winning that fake ass ring? Like, no.
Ring?
So, no.
Yeah, that Mickey Mouse championship.
So I'm not
They
gonna,
don't care
I'm
about
not
that
gonna
shit.
feel no kind of way about winning it. Like
Nah.
we need to win this shit. Now we need to win this series more than ever. Because we
Yeah,
damn
now-
sure don't need to be on the resume of Giannis like, oh, Chris Middleton went down and he went out there
And they
and
still took him out. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't want to
no,
hear
I
that
don't
shit.
need that. Yeah, I don't need
I'm
that.
not gonna get too much different my chip and say the Bulls are gonna win now. Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far. I'll just say they have a legitimate chance. We went from man, just give them a fight to you have a legitimate shot now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have a legitimate shot.
And I tweeted that out earlier. Like, dog, you can't go from saying Bulls, like, you can't tell Bulls fans to relax now because y'all just said nobody cares about this series. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be a sweep. All this type of shit.
I was definitely saying that.
And
I had already was scheduling out my next week. I was like,
So
this shit about to be over.
So it's like now, yeah, it's just one game because I'm saying it's just one game. I'm telling the Bulls, yeah, it's just one game. But don't tell us that. You tell we want to go get, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there that's like, go to the store, get snacks now. Go ahead. It's probably not your team. I don't expect you to stick around and watch the Bulls.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the NBA won because game one, they said the highest rated first round game in like 5 years. The Bulls matter. Shout out to my man Pappy who said the Bulls on the top 5 historic franchise. Guess that proves you wrong.
Yeah, I watched that shit. Pappy was tweaking as usual.
Tweaking, man. Yeah, as usual. Pappy, my man.
The thing I never understand about when people say things like that is like when you have to say like take away this. That's the whole point. You can't. It happens.
You can't take away Michael Jordan.
That's like saying, all right, Magic nice, but take away the rings. And it's like, let's just do that for everything.
But he said you can take away Magic, they still got Kobe and Shaq. But guess what? You don't get Kobe and Shaq if it's not for Magic. Nobody thinks about the Lakers and the way they think of the Lakers if it's not for fucking Magic Johnson. Yeah. So you can't fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I'm excited, man. On Friday, new episode of Third Pick will be out before game time. Me and Mariano will, do more in-depth recap of game 1 and game 2. We'll get over some stuff they said on the podium, and then we'll get y'all ready for game 3 and game 4 this weekend, man. This series just got big, man. I'm excited. Keith, man, thank you for joining us as usual, bro. Let them know, what they can get in tune with you and, about, anything going to happen at the UC this weekend.
Yo, hey, certified videographer, photographer for Third Pick.
Yeah, you'll be on the ground.
I'm taking pictures of every motherfucking thing, Friday, videos, all that shit. Sean Keys on fucking Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that shit, man. It's 10 letters in my first name, man. If you can't spell it, don't fucking worry about it, man.
Yeah. And I will say this. And even if we do win the series, I don't think it's going to end in 5. But if we do end it, if it does end in 5, game 5 is on Wednesday. Do you niggas know where I will be Wednesday night? I will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, getting ready to cover the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Do you understand how goddamn intoxicated I will get if we close that fucking series? Nigga.
They're gonna have to carry Scott out like remember the Chappelle skit when he had the Puff got on the bodyguard, but they gonna have to carry Scott out like that. Like,
I'm being NFL draft nigga hangover whooping my ass. So that's all I'm saying, man. But you know to get in tune with us at Bar Chest Scott on Twitter, Instagram. Mariano, let them know they get in tune with you,
same shit, man. At Mariano on Twitter, 2 N's, 2 O's. You know what I'm saying? Bulls won, so I might be nice to you this evening.
There we go. There we go,
man. Yeah, Bulls won, man. It's 1-1 now, so we out here. We trying to up it now.
Series.
Yeah, we trying to up it now.
Series, man. Off to the madhouse we go, man. We will holler at y'all on Friday with a new episode of Third Pick. We out.
Yes, sir. These niggas really